Okay, good evening everyone.
Good evening.
Welcome to 10 Luminous Emanations. As usual, we're starting first with the short meditation, just to set up our consciousness. So if you wish to leave everything on the side, don't cross your legs and hands. If you want to close your eyes, just close your eyes, relax. Just take a deep breath to your belly. Let's relax our thoughts, our body parts, connect with the now, with this special moment in time that we all choose to come here and to connect with a message from Ashlag through the words of Ashlag. And each one of us can ask for a personal message, something that can support us in our spiritual journey, especially now before Rosh Hashanah. What I need to change, what I need to do. How can I prepare myself to have a new vessel to receive more blessings to my life? Keep meditating, keep breathing and relaxing. I will read the verse from the Ari to connect all of us with the energy of the tree of life. לפני הצמצום היה אין סוף במלא כל המציאות. דע, כי טרם שנאצלו הנאצלים ונבראו הנבראים, היה אור עליון פשוט ממלא כל המציאות, ולא היה שום מקום פנוי בבחינת אוויר ריקני וחלל, אלא היה הכל ממולא מן אור אין סוף פשוט ההוא, ולא היה לו לא בחינת ראש ולא בחינת סוף, אלא הכל היה אור א' פשוט, שווה בהשוואה א', והוא הנקרא אור אין סוף. You can open your eyes, take a deep breath, release the energy, and open your eyes. So, someone remember the last week light work that we received? Not really. Okay, it was just a week.
Yeah, it was to think before we had to do something, or if we had the opportunity, if we needed, we didn't need it. And I mentioned to you, that's why I remember, that I stopped smoking 30 years ago using that method. That came to me. Nobody
Beautiful.
taught me nothing.
Beautiful.
I was afraid to cut it suddenly. I was afraid. So I said, this could be. It came to me to do that. And
Beautiful.
I did it, and I didn't suffer, and it was perfect. So that system works.
Yes, thank you for sharing. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Someone tried this week? Tried to use this system? Do you guys remember the system? Okay. So it means if I'm going to remind you, you're going to use it? Is that Hashem? It's very powerful, because I tried, then I told you many times, and it works. And I didn't know she tried, and she told me last week, and she quit smoking.
Wow.
It was 30 years ago, or you
30
smoked?
years ago.
30 years
that
ago.
I quit.
So again, I'm not going to repeat everything because it was almost the whole class last week, but the main point of what we shared and the light work was that before we using something, before we buying something,
Yes.
before we doing something that we think, eating something or drinking something, right? We said, stop before and ask yourself, do I need it right now? Even ask few times, why? Because we talked about that usually we works from a robotic consciousness. We have like almost the same things that we want to have during the day. If it's a coffee, it's my tea. If it's my mate, right?
Yeah.
Or if whatever
I
that.
analyze that
Yeah.
too.
So everything my brain is already programmed that I wake up,
Yes.
I'm brushing my teeth, do this. Okay, now I need my tea, or I need my mate, or I need my
Yes.
coffee, I need my croissant. I need this. So we have like almost the same thing. So also when you go and you go to buy groceries, we're almost buying the same things. I said, why are we trying something new? But why? Because I'm already programmed, you know? So we said, just a second, But if you program, then maybe you have different goals. Maybe the things you're using, maybe they're not good for you. But because you programmed, you automatically buy them, you automatically eat them or drink them at the same time. So I said, let's start with small things first, mundane things. Let's say your coffee, your mate, your sandwich, whatever those salad, whatever those things we're already doing, right?
And the shopping.
Shopping also, if you want to buy, a skirt, a shirt, or something like that, right? Ask yourself if you really need it. Maybe you just emotionally buying right now, right? Because you feel a lack and you go to buy something. So we said let's start from that. But I'm going to control that, and I'm going to see how does it work, because it works. Now I can go and check in the bigger stuff, right? And what are the bigger stuff, right? So first of all, we have, let's say, we said, so we judge him, we rush to judge, we blame other people. Let's say you want to buy bigger stuff, you want to buy a car, you want to buy a house, you want to get married, there is so many things, bigger, that we don't ask. I just want to have something and just have a goal, bam, and I'm going toward the goal. So when the opportunity comes, usually we don't really think twice, we just take an action. So let's start from the small things, and you will see if we can follow and we can do. Again, I said last time it can be like part of the restriction. So I'm not rushing to do something. We all want to have control, but if we're rushing to do things, I don't have control. I'm a robot. I'm going to the kitchen right away. Coffee machine, or the tea. I'm going to the refrigerator. Oh, making the sandwich. I'm like a robot. Doing the things, right? So it doesn't matter. Maybe I have a different menu, but it's almost the same menu. It's not like it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but the robotic consciousness is not good. So I need to stop and ask the question. If I ask the question and I know, oh, it's good for me, and I'm going to benefit from it. Okay, fine. Buy it. Do whatever you need. But I want to have the right control, because why? I want to have the light in everything. Because when I'm rushing to do things in a robotic way, I can have it, but I can have the 1%. Not necessarily have the right intention in it. And I'm having the light in it. Okay? This is what I want to ask. And you will find that many times when you ask the question, the answer will be no. I don't need it. I don't need it. If it's 2 tablespoons of sugar in your coffee, maybe you just need 1, maybe half, maybe you don't need. But you already know, I like to drink 2 tablespoons. Okay, you put 2.
Yeah.
But who say, but it's bad for you. Yeah, I know, but I like it. Okay, but ask the question. Maybe your body will tell you right now, I don't need it. I don't need more sugar. You just have the whole chocolate cake. Why I need more sugar? Just relax. Ask the question. Simple things, but you know what? You're going to find, because we said last week, and you see it's very hard to do it. We didn't really do it. But why? Because we need to train our brain. We're not used to think like that. Okay? So the one that rushing us to do things, it's the opponent. It says, "Hachipazon mehasatan." When we rush in to do things fast, it says it comes from Satan, come from the opponent. Because if you check your past year even, you see that a lot of mistakes that we did, it's because I rush things. When we rush in things, more mistakes we do, and then to correct those mistakes, we're wasting more time. Yes or no?
Yes.
Can you relate to what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, as a Kabbalah student, and we have the tools, and we learn some rules, when we come into that place in our consciousness that I want to rush and fast forward the process, I need to stop and say, just a second. No, just a second. I don't think it's a good idea. Because if I'm going to fast forward the process, it means I want to avoid the process. It means something is wrong. Because there is cause and effect. So I might miss things like on the way. So let me stop for a second. Let me recalculate. And now let me make a decision. Because when I'm fast forward the process, in that process I'm not going to have free will, because I'm not going to see that I'm doing mistakes. Just don't tell me what to do, I know what I'm doing, tick, 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 and then, oh wow, now you see it. Okay, now to fix it, it will take time. So what I'm saying, it's not easy to do. It's not easy because we all programmed already in our life of like, I know, but really we don't know. Because if I know, but still I don't have the, let's say the happiness that I'm wishing to have, or the fulfillment I'm wishing to have, so what does it mean? Still, so how come I can still say to myself, I know? I don't know. So if I will start to say I don't know, here, I'm keeping the channel open to receive answers. Because the light can give me the answers. It says, "Apitonot Lashem." God have all the answers. I just need to make sure to keep my vessel open to receive the answer. So when I have the thought, I know, or don't tell me what to do, tell me all this like noise in my head, I'm closing my vessel to receive. So I can receive from no one. And many times the answers, they are in front of us and we can't see them. So we'd like to open ourselves, but we need to choose to open our vessel to receive from the Creator. Because the Creator wants to give us 24/7. We are the ones that are not allowing this light and blessings to enter into our vessel. It doesn't make sense, right? But it's what we are doing. It's like if I ask you, would you like to have $1 million? Yes? Just see the hand.
Yes.
Yes, we're excited. If we have a kid here and I said, who wants ice cream? Me! He will go on the table, no? He's not going to say. So, yeah, okay, $1 million. Okay, no, yeah, we want. But what happened? It was the $1 million. It's everything that we want. We think that we know how to achieve it. And we try so many ways, but we see it doesn't work. But still the opponent will give us the feeling, no. But this time it will work. No, but this new way, it will work. How many diets did you try in your life? How many?
Few.
You can count?
A few.
A few?
Just a few.
Few or few?
Just a few.
Right? So think about it, But every time we start new one, what we say to ourselves, this one, it's amazing. The first few days, man, I feel amazing, more energy, right? So why not for life? Continue. After a week or whatever, I stuck. What stuck? You just started. What do you mean you stuck? No, but I read in the newspaper, there's a new invention. Oh my God. Man, but if you really read everything, it's almost the same. Eat the salad before, no eat the hamburger before, no eat the chicken before, no eat, like whatever they mix it. But we know, for us to achieve and to have a vessel, we need to do what I have said. It required from us effort. Effort.
Yes, a big effort.
This is the key. We want to receive without effort. We're not going to say it out loud, but this is the way we talk, this is the way we behave. I want to receive without effort. But to come to a place to receive without, let's call it, I'm talking about physical effort, let's say. We need to work so hard to train our mind and our brain even to do that. Because even the Kabbalists, when they want to create miracles, they need to do some actions. They do meditations, prayers.
Yeah.
But they need to take some actions also. Sharing, giving, helping, put things together to help other people, to raise consciousness of people. It takes effort. And effort usually, why we don't like to put effort? Effort also involved with what? With a lot of patience.
With what?
Patience. Time. Because I want to have, in our mind, we still want to have quick fix. It's come from the endless. But there's no quick fix. There's no quick fix. This is why we have to try to start to train our brain to stop. Because this train is like going so fast. If you pay attention to the week, the chick-chack, it's that Sunday, bam, Saturday. Sunday, Saturday. It's like almost they close to each other. It's almost like the week is become to be one day. I don't know if you feel it.
Oh my God.
It's really fast. So if things are very, very, very fast,
Scary.
I need to be more careful or less careful?
More careful.
More careful. Because my choices also will be fast. So it means I can do mistake faster than ever. And every day it's going faster and faster. So the level of my restriction need to be more, not less. It means like, it says that the guardian of Israel, he cannot go to sleep and not even take a nap. We're not talking about the land of Israel. We're talking about when I am achieving a spiritual level, I can't let myself to take a nap or to go to sleep because the opponent is there. So imagine if everything will go forward and you take a nap and fall asleep, what will happen to you when you need to catch up the train? You need to run maybe double or triple or maybe more just to catch the train, right? This is why we can't do that. It means like if I want more, I need to make sure to have that desire to do more and that craving toward the light to do more. Unfortunately, most of the time we're thinking about what? About resting. Not about doing more, about resting. Yes or no?
Yes.
You wake up in the morning, you're tired, you think, okay, you know what? We convince ourselves, when I will come back from work tonight, I will rest and go to sleep early tonight. Yes? But you know it's not going to do it. And if you start your day already thinking about the end of the day, so how your day will look like? We start in Kabbalah, we're planting seeds. Whatever my thoughts, at this I'm going to feel or think. So Ashlag continually says, ופירש הרמב"ן דמילת בורא. הרמב"ן says that the word בורא, the creator, בורא, מורה על חידוש. It means that the word creator, it shows about something new. Because remember, in the endless, that's what we have. Endless of vessel, endless of light. It wasn't creator, it was endless of vessel, endless of light. So the word boreh, the word creator, it shows that something new being created. דהיינו מה שלא היה מקודם, it wasn't before. והנך רואה שלא נאמר הוא בורא אור, והיינו משום שאין בו חידוש. על דרך המצאת יש מאין. But he says, it doesn't say that he create light. והיינו משום שאין בו חידוש, because it's not something new, because we have, the light was exist before. על דרך המצאת יש מאין. That they didn't create something from, that they create something from something that wasn't exist before. כי אין אור וכל הכלול באור, שהוא כל המוחשות והמושכלות הנעימות שבעולם, כל זה נמשך יש מיש. All the light, all the different type of lights, all the joy, all the happiness, everything that exists, it was exist and will exist, and we're connecting to something that was exist before. It's not something new. כלומר שכבר כלולים הם בו יתברך. All of those lights include in the light of the Creator. ואם כן, אין בהם מבחינת חידוש, ועל כן נאמר יוצר אור. And this is what they say, create light, להורות שאין בו מבחינת חידוש ובריאה. And why they say create light? It says to show that there's nothing new inside of the light. You know, let's take it to our lives. In our life, many times, we're always looking for something new, yes or no? Yes. So already that thought, if we think about it, what I should explain, it's not the right thought. Why? Because there's nothing new. We're just discovering something that was covered. So we need to remove the cover. I mean, from the point of the light, nothing new. The light says, אני לא שיניתי. I didn't change. I'm the same. Everything that you want, I have for you. Before creation and after creation. You just need to cleave yourself with me. And I can give you. So when we're looking for something new, so what we're actually saying, what we say when we're looking for something new, in different words, what we say,
That there's not enough.
there's not enough, or like everything I have, it's old.
One more.
Yeah.
Like not, what I have now, there is like we don't feel there is energy with what we have, so it's like old, right?
Yeah. Without the creator.
Without the creator, we don't appreciate what we have, okay? And we like to create something new. But nothing is new. Also, all the technology today, we said new technology, right? But it's from creation. It's a new discover, maybe, no? You correct me, maybe in English there is a better word. I'm not familiar with, but, right? New discovery, they discover something, right? But it was here from creation. So it's not something new. So the way that we need to start to think, because yes, it's not easy to start to think about something new because I want something new, but I want the light. I want the light. Yes, I want to feel the light in a way that I never felt the light before. So for my vessel, I will feel it's something new, but I need to know it's not something new. I created so many layers of klipot that I don't feel the light the same way I felt at the beginning. What I mean the beginning? Let's say if we even bought something physical, right? A table, a chair, a car, a house, right?
A car is very...
Yeah, how was the light that at the beginning? It means you felt the light of the surrounding energy of even the car, right? For how long you felt this light? Why we can't feel the light the same way of this first day I bought the car? Or the house? Or even have a boyfriend, have a girlfriend, get married, right? Why we can't feel the same light that we felt at the beginning?
It's old.
It's a good question, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be great to be able to do that.
Yeah, but this is what the Rav is saying. This is what the Rav is saying.
It's old.
Nothing is new. The light says nothing is new. What new? The word creator is new, but the light is not new. Everything including inside of the light. All the joy, all the happiness, everything we need, all the fulfillment exists inside of the light.
You have to relive it each time.
We're just blind. We don't see it.
להראות שאין בו בחינת חידוש ובריאה. So there's nothing new in the light. But, אבל על החושך, but, when we talk about the darkness, שהוא כולל כל המוחשות והמושכלות הבלתי נעימים, because what darkness represent? All the unpleasant things. All the unpleasant feelings, emotions. Okay, all those negativities. עליהם נאמר, ובורא חושך. So on those things it says, he created darkness. כי המציא אותם יש מאין, because those things been created from something that wasn't exist before. It says in the Torah, in Genesis, the light is good, האור טוב. Period. There's no period in the Torah, but I'm saying there's no period.
This is it.
Yeah, this is it, right? I'm saying period, there's no period in the Torah, but the light is good. So if the light is good, it's good. You know, when we want to say to someone that he is a good person, we can't just say, you are good. We can't stop there. Yes, try. You see, you can. Why we can say, if it says about the light is good. Why we can say, you are good? Are you follow what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We have to say, you are good. Now I need to give the explanation. Because blah, 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 whoa. Why we can just say something, that's it. It's a lot of blessings. So he says, but all of those unpleasant feelings, energies that the darkness represent, on those things, he says, he created them from something that wasn't exist before. Because we know, the Kabbalists explain that darkness is illusion. Darkness doesn't have power by itself. Darkness, it's lack of light. Okay? Okay? So, when we going through tough times, challenges in life, right? We need to expand to ourselves. I need to have more light. So what does it mean to have more light? I need to put more effort, like we said before, remember? The Rav says, you need to make sure you make an effort all the time. You don't like making effort, you achieve it, right? You make an effort. You know what? I'm going through this diet for 30 days. Boom, you're losing 20 pounds, let's say, right? Wow, amazing. Now what's happened after the 30 days? That's it, no effort. Let's rock and roll. Woohoo! Parties. Go pizza, hamburgers, whatever you eat.
Recover the weight.
And you don't need to put back the 20 pound in 30 days. Few days, it can come back. Don't worry. Yeah. So why we not continue to make effort? If we have goals and we love to do, we love to feel good. We love to look good, right? We like it. So why we put in ourselves so much like in those boxes? We limiting ourselves with time, because we know time is illusion. Why not to find a way? Listen for that, okay? Why not to find a way that I can live my life in a circuit way, that I will find my way of connecting to the light, that I will feel good with everything I'm doing, but always. Now it's related to everything. Can be my food, my sleeping, my connecting, let's say, scanning the Zohar, volunteering, giving, drinking, whatever those things that I feel that they benefit me, but I want to continue. This is a way of life. It's not like peaks, poof, 30 days, 20 days, 1 year. One day I'm not talking, one day I'm talking. Well, like all of the push, poof, like we're like so confused with so many things. Do you remember who you are anymore? Do you remember your childhood? Not the bad things. As kids, we know exactly what we want to do. But then we put so many layers of society, of parents, of teachers, of whatever, that we forget who we are. We forget who we are. And he says, כלומר שאין זה חס ושלום במציאותו יתברך כלל וכלל. All of those energies, all of those negative feelings, all of those dark moments, they're not included in the light. He said, God forbid to think about it. It's not included with the light of the Creator. אלא שנתחדש עכשיו, it's something new that's been created. אשר השורש לכולם, the root of all of those negativities, הוא הצורה של הרצון ליהנות. Remember, Rabbi Ashlag said, I think it was last class or 2 classes before, that we need to have the desire to enjoy. Remember? Mm-hmm. To enjoy? Yeah. Okay, but also to enjoy, it's a whole process to understand what does it mean to enjoy even. Because one place Rabbi Ashlag explained, we shouldn't enjoy this world. What does it mean to enjoy this world? So I should do what? Stay home? No TV, no Netflix, nothing. What am I going to do? No. Not to enjoy this world in a sense of like, we taking from this world. We're not connecting. It's a huge difference. What I mean, we enjoy more the 1% than we enjoy the light. This is the illusion. We're supposed to use the blessings of the 1% to help us. They are the vehicle to connect with the love of the Creator. They are not the goal. We make in our mind the 1% as a goal for me to feel happy. We become to be dependent on the 1% for my happiness. This is wrong. This is what Rabbi said. Don't enjoy this world. We shouldn't enjoy this world. No, I should use all the tools. You can have everything from the 1% that you want. Whatever. Have desire to have palaces, whatever car you need, right? Whatever you need. But why I want it? That's the question. If I want it to connect more with the light and will help me to be a better person, to cleave myself with the Creator, that I can share more and behave like the light, no problem. Why it's not a problem? The Creator gives us everything for us to use to do our mission, to complete our mission. So when someone go to a mission, right? Let's say the Marines. Imagine they sending them to a mission with no weapons, no maps, no phones, nothing. Just go, okay, how are they going to fight? Like the old-fashioned with horses and swords? Sounds ridiculous, right? So they will give them the best equipment or old equipment?
The best.
The best, right? The same us. Everything we have from technology is supposed to help us to do what? To shrink time. To shrink the energy of cause and effect. That we can do our correction faster. Unfortunately, most of the time we're using everything that we're receiving for negative things, not for positive things. But if I can shift my consciousness and I'm going to use whatever I can, think about, let's talk about for a second about media. What it says here, the root of everything, all of those negativities, והצורה של הרצון ליהנות. It's the shape of the desire to enjoy. So what you enjoy more? To post your picture in Facebook and have 50 likes? Or what will make you happy? 50 likes or 1 million likes? What will make you happy? Maybe you're not using Facebook. But Instagram, okay. Instagram. You want 2 likes or 200,000 likes? Right?
Yeah.
You're going to feel like, wow, people see me, wow. Okay, for how long you feel this, I feel good from it? How long it takes, huh? A minute. Now you're already where? Oh, she has 1 million likes. Oh my God, I need to push more. So then what's happened? The technology began to be what? I think this is the joy. Addiction, not just addiction. It became to be my God, my creator right now. Instead of using media to do what? Spread the light. You know, in one quote, let's say, right? If you want, imagine you have 1 million likes, but it's not about the likes. It's about how many people read this post. And now how many people you can change their consciousness and save their lives. People that you don't even know. Not just your friends. So it's all depend on my consciousness. So the light I'm going to receive from that post, that because my consciousness was, I want to share the light of the Creator and help people to connect with the light and to transform their lives. And they can change and help other people, that we can have a better place to live in this world. Imagine how much light I will receive from it. Yes or no? From one picture that I think...
I send out your picture.
What?
I send out your videos. I do.
It's all about consciousness. Now again, you want to put your picture with a suit, it doesn't matter. People need to see that you're already a human being. But it's all about what? It says, the desire to enjoy. Desire to enjoy. Why? How you want to enjoy? How you want to enjoy? You want to enjoy just from the 1%? So you just want to take from the 1%? You're looking for people energy? Love me, love me, love me. Right? Like. Love me, love me. How many people love me? 200,000? 1 million? You think because they like the picture it means they love you? They don't even know you. What are you talking about? And I'm telling people, you can follow someone, right? And what you love the picture, you love what you see in the picture or in the video, yes? But let's say one day, the guy is calling you and he inviting you to his house. And then he said, you know what, I like you. And I want to give you, a job, and you become to be friends. You think you're going to have the same consciousness that you have before when you didn't know the guy or the girl, whatever famous person? You're going to have the same thoughts about them? The same appreciation? The same excitement? Yes or no?
No.
Why no? You're right, but why no? Yes, please, table number one.
Because you didn't have the contact with the person.
You didn't have the contact.
Yeah.
You don't know.
You're judging person.
Suddenly you see the person, how he behave, how he react, maybe the way he talk. When you see a person standing in his house, without the cameras, without the makeup, without nothing, just the human being, now it's the real person, the real deal. And now suddenly you said, oh my God, I didn't think this person can behave like that. You know what, maybe it's better for me to go back to my country, maybe we shouldn't be a friend. You delete him from Facebook, you don't want to follow anymore. So what's happened, we actually creating idols, or we want people to think we idols also. This is why he says, we should use the 1% to help us to connect with the heart of the Creator. So when we're looking for things to, how can I enjoy? I need to make sure, first of all, to check my consciousness and to go deep and to see really like what I think that give me happiness or joy. And I might want to transform this consciousness. Maybe, you know what? I tried so many years, it didn't work out for me. Maybe I should transform and change my consciousness and start to do whatever I'm doing with a different intention. Maybe the intention should be, I want to connect with the heart of the Creator and receive more light. And if I'm going to have more light, I can share more light. What do you think? הכלול באורותיו ומתפשטים הם אינו יתברך. And Rabbi Ashlag saying, the shape of the desire to enjoy, that energy include where? The enjoying. This energy include where? In the lights of the Creator, that they flows to this universe. So when we want to enjoy this why, it's a trick, because the opponent, he shows the 1%, and we think, oh my God, let me just have fun, woo, like it's kids. When the kids see the how do you call it, playground, right, with the kids, automatically there's a what? Oh, I want to play, right? They pull you, they run in there, they want to play, right? But this is our playground, all this world, and all the toys that the opponent put in front of us. We're like kids, oh my God, yeah, let's play, woohoo! We're running, we're doing, just a second, whoa, just a second, shh, tranquilo. Think, it's the right time, it's the right way, do I need it, I don't need it, let me make a plan. To achieve fast things, it's usually in the slow way. What I mean slow way? It's mean when we stop and we planning how to do it. When we just rush in, like I said before, we might do a lot of mistakes. But then to fix it, it will be very hard. So he said, if we want to enjoy, we need to understand the joy, the happiness, come from where? From the heart of the Creator. So I need to find my ways to cleave myself with the heart of the Creator. And he says, אשר מתחילה היא רק כהה מן האור העליון, ועל כן נקראת חושר בערך האור. אבל לבסוף משתלשלים ויוצאים מחמתה הקליפות. סמך א', והרשעים שהם נחתכים לגמרי על ידם משורש החיים. שזה סוד הכתוב, ורגליה יורדות מוות. פירש רגליה מורה על לשון סוף דבר, ואומר שרגליה של המלכות, שהיא מבחינת הרצון ליהנות. שישנו בהתפשטות אורו יתברך, בסוף משתלשלת אמנה בחינת המוות לסדרה אחת ולנזונים, ונמשכים אחרי הסדרה אחת. He says, this is something very, very dangerous, that we need to pay attention. Because the way that the darkness, this is why we're confused. It says the way that the darkness, it says, ועל כן נקראת חושך בערך האור. The darkness, it can look also like light, but it's not the light. Because if we see that the darkness, it will be obvious it's dangerous, you're going to do it? If you know something is obvious it will be dangerous for you, you're going to do it? If you know, if you're going to buy this house, you're going to lose the money, you're going to buy the house? No, right? So it look like what? It look like light. It look like blessing. But he says, but at the end, the energy is like the way that it comes to this world. So he comes and connect with the klipot. Because usually we don't really, klipot we use it in the classes. When we working in our life, our daily days, you don't think in those terms. My klipa, I want to break klipot. We're just like robots, we're just working, right? So most of the time we're operating from the klipa, not from the light. Because if I'm not choosing the light, I'm automatically working for the klipa. If I'm not choosing the light and to connect with the light and to work for the light, automatically I'm working for whom, you think? So he says, סמך א' והרשעים שהם נחתכים לגמרי לאדם משורש החיים, the one that have the desire to receive oneself alone, they've been cut from the root of life, he says, שזה סוד הכתוב ורגלי יורדות מוות. פירש רגליה מורה הלשון סוף דבר, like it's the end of everything. It means like, it can be, when a person connects with the desire to receive oneself alone, like right now, in that moment, it like cut himself from the root. So now we totally connect with the klipa. We don't feel it right now. Because what we feel right now, I just want to enjoy right now, yes? At this moment. I don't see that I cut it, but what he says, but the end result, you're going to see it. And you know how many times it's happened to us, and we said, oh, I'm not going to do it again, and we did it again. Again. We don't really listen. We don't really learn from mistakes. We said, oh, you should learn from your mistakes. Do you learn from your mistakes? How many times you ate too much and you said, oh man, you know what? Next time, no, I will eat a little bit less. What's happened after a few hours lunch? Oh my God, oh, again, and then dinner, oh, and then another day, every day like the same. It's very hard. So imagine if we can't do it even with food and drinks, too much sugar in the coffee, too much coffee sometimes, right? Too much whatever. Oh, I'm not going to do it anymore. Yes? Do you remember? Yes. Now when you have the craving, you're just doing it again. And again. So the Satan using the same tricks. The klipa using the same tricks. Look at this guy. I'm doing the same and he's like, he believes me every time. Thank you. Woohoo. They're having party. He says. So he cut himself from the root of life. רגלי המורה הלשון סוף דבר, ואומר שרגליה של המלכות, it's the legs of the מלכות, שבחינת הרצון ליהנות, the מלכות, we have the desire to enjoy here in the מלכות, because this is the place we can have the strong desire in the מלכות, שישנו בהתפשטות אורו יתברך, because we're supposed to receive, we need to have the desire, strong desire and craving toward the light of the Creator, and to receive the joy from the light, בסוף משתרשרת אמנה מבחינת המוות לסדרעך ולנזונים ונמשכים אחרי סדרעך. So what's happened, for us to understand, because we can't just take from the klipa, we give into the klipa, it's called avera. So when we want to enjoy, we're receiving the light from the Creator, right? But because we connecting to the klipa, this light go to the klipa. Remember, the light is good. So the light doesn't know what we're going to do with this. The light giving us. Right? Do you have desire? Okay. You want to enjoy? Enjoy. Then for how long we enjoy? Even for a second, for a moment, for 10 minutes. Go to the klipa. So that's the end result that the Satar Acha, the other side, he eats and drinks from that light. Because the other side, it's darkness, doesn't have light by itself. So he tricks us to download this energy of like craving energy that we want to enjoy, but if it's not from the right intention, that I want to do something with it. I want to be a better person. I want to change myself. I want to look for my field and remove it. I want to transform. I want to help people. I want to help the world. So what's happened? I just want for myself. When I just want to myself, I'm taking the light of the Creator, all this joy, and give it to the klipa. That's what's happened at the time of desire to receive oneself alone. So we need to know that when we have desire to receive oneself alone, it doesn't stay in the vessel. This is why we know that, and we continue doing it. It's like addiction. The same way I said about the food, coffee, sugar, it's addiction. This is why we repeat it again and again and again and again. We will go to the second plate. You know it's bad for you. Why you go to the second plate? Oh, I love it. Oh my God, this cake is amazing. Can I have another piece? But stop, wait, just a second. You just have a lot of sugar. Maybe wait 10 minutes. Don't worry, the cake is there, look. Oh, but somebody, you're going to finish. No. Satan tell you, right? Second cake. What is about after the second cake? Oh, my God. Again. The same trick. Anger, blaming, judging. The same trick. 24 almost, we're working for the klipot. We have to transform our consciousness. This month, we have extra energy to do that. And also use the trick that I told you. Use the light work. Try it on. See how does it work. Listen to your thoughts. Listen to the way that the opponent is talking with you. Start to pay more attention. Be aware.
Because the thought was never in thought. It wasn't figured out from beginning to end. Where was it? Where did it go? He only wanted, let's say, the splash. He really didn't want more. So he will not see the total development. So he remains at Malchut. At Malchut, what happens? Nothing. But, like we say in Lecha Dodi, Sof Maseh b'machshavat tchila, if you have not thought about the end result, all the way down the line, you won't have a full cup. You won't have the full thought developed. So in your mind already must be that full thought. If the full thought is not in your mind, then that cup won't be full. It'll only be half full. You won't build. If you don't have an idea of 84 floors, you may only build one floor. So the thought.
It's very powerful what I've said here. It's related to what we talked in this class. Sof Maaseh Machshavat Tchila. It means I need to have everything in my thoughts before I'm taking the action. From the beginning all the way to the end. Many times in life, what's happened to us, I just want to have it. Let me have it first. Then I will see what to do with it. That's very, very dangerous. Because many times we just want it. Let me just have the coffee. Let me just get married. Let me just buy the house. Let me buy the new car. Let me just do it. Let me take the work. Let me just do this. And we rush into things without a thought. Then what's happened? We're not really enjoying. And that sentence, what I've said, is very, very powerful. This is why we said we need to stop and ask, do I need it? Why do I need it? So I'm already seeing myself maybe wearing it, where I'm going to wear it, how I'm going to feel in it. Seconds, not hours, seconds. Sof Maaseh Machshavat Tchila. I can see it already if I need it. I can see the end result of it, and I can say, you know what? No, I don't need it. Thank you. Bye-bye. Try it on, you will see.
Is the most important aspect. But more important than that, always understand that the thought will always be in paradox to the physical reality. Always. Because the outer circle is Keter. In thought. Does the outer circle become developed first? No. Why not? Don't I want the 84 floors? The 84th floor should come out first, shouldn't it? What do I want? The one floor, or do I want the 84 floors? I want the 84. Why do I have to begin with the first?
The rules of the game, Malchut.
The rules of the game of Malchut, that without the establishment of Malchut, you don't have the end product. But Malchut, by and within itself, is what? The splash, where there's nothing. The foundation, the physical foundation, which is nothing. Not even the first floor. Going down to the beginning, where you don't even see it. The foundation, in many times, the foundation is probably not even used. Is that correct? You may have to build pilings, right? It's not even used. Look how Malchut, which looks like the bottom of the cup, the splash, in the atom, contains nothing. What is the moral of it? It's not a philosophy. This is the physical way things go. That if you stay in the realm of desire to receive for oneself alone, you never have your 84 flaws. You never have the fulfillment of the totality. You may even have, when I throw that stone in the water, and then I know the outer circle will appear ultimately, but if I did not have this idea with rejection and even tune into the water that is going to reject the pebble, and that's why you have the splash, you may walk away. I'm taking it to its extreme now. You may not even want to appreciate how far it goes. Some may walk away at the moment the pebble hit the water. Some may stay to observe as it continues on. What is the difference that compels one way and another way? Because one's thought is for the splash. One idea, the other idea of somebody else is, I want to see the ultimate rings of that splash. They both have in mind the splash, but one has the idea of what? Of not the splash, but that which goes away from the splash.
Back to the thought, sorry.
Back to the thought, which is what? Light, which is the aspect of sharing. The aspect of sharing.
Beautiful. So let's use the light work and collect some stories for next week. It will be a week before Rosh Hashanah. So take the time this week, concentrate, focus, ask the question, bring yourself back to the light. Okay, it's part of the spiritual work, and come with stories. You might see miracles if you will do it. Have a good
Can
night.
we use the same system, not in attitude, in thoughts that you may have always the same thought that is not good for you? Can we use the same
For
way?
sure.
Not in attitudes, not on eating and this, that.
You already did it with the cigarettes,
Yeah.
so you have more experience, so you can go to the next level. Like I said, the next level is to check my thoughts, to check my
Yeah.
behavior. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, try it on. I will be happy to hear some stories.
Yeah, yeah, because sometimes there are some thoughts that torment us for whatever reason. For experience.
Try it on, let me know. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes.